Okay, I'm back. I thought I was done, but I decided to do today so that I can be all caught up, good people. Blessings and greetings, everybody. Thank you for joining my Facebook Aisha Speaks Jade page. So we are into Sunday, and I know a lot of us don't want to get into that Monday, back into our work or whatever we do. I know how it is. I know how it is. Even sometimes when you have your own job. But the thing with having your own job is you're a little more flexible having your own business or being an entrepreneur versus working for corporate America, because they expect you to be there at a certain time between this time start and that time end. And don't try to go overtime, honey, because I don't know about you, but the way that my job is built, I don't get that extra overtime. So I stay within my time frame. But that's neither here nor there. But I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully it was a self-care Sunday, a fun Sunday, a satisfying Sunday, but most importantly, spiritual growth Sunday. I hope that your spirituality, whatever your understanding or believing, that you follow that path. Hopefully it was very helpful to you. Keep growing. That's all I can say, because I am. Every day is a learning process. To me, you can never stop learning until you close your eyes and transition on to wherever you believe you go to, or come back as, whatever the case may be. Everyday spirituality or that path or whatever you follow, that should come first and foremost. But what I would like to speak on, because I'm not here to preach, just here to speak, and hopefully you're listening. So today is Sunday, July 29th, 2018. I spoke in my previous live audio. I spoke about the power of now, I'm speaking on the power of positive thinking. And I just lost my train of thought what the other one was. It was the power of something. My apologies, guys, but you can check me out on Facebook, Aisha Speaks Jade Facebook, You can check me out on YouTube, Aisha Speaks Jade. You can check me out there. And you can also not just check me out, but subscribe and like me on Instagram as well, Aisha Speaks Jade. This late night evening's topic is going to be on the power of transforming your life with the power of positive thinking. And this is coming from Brian TRACY, about the power of positive thinking. Again, transforming your life with the power of positive thinking, having personal success, a positive attitude, and positive thinking. And I will say, I believe that it strongly can happen if you make it work. I'm not saying it's an overnight success, but I am saying it can be a success. It can be a personal success. You just have to put the work into it and not continue to put the excuses into it. So, the power of positive thinking is remarkable. In fact, the idea that your mind can change your world almost seems too good to be true. I'm going to ask this question. Can you guess what the most successful and happy people think about all day long? The answer is quite simple. Healthy, happy people think about what they want and how to get it. Most of the time, so let me back it up and say it again. Healthy, happy people think about what they want and how to get it most of the time. In this way, developing a positive attitude can truly change your entire life. When you think and talk about what you want and how to get it, you feel happier and in greater control of your life. When you think about something that makes you happy, your brain actually releases endorphins, which gives you a generalized feeling of well-being. As a result, you develop a positive attitude. So, the most important quality. Based on many psychological tests, happy people seem to have a special quality that enables them to live a better life than the average. Can you guess what it is? It's the quality of optimism. The best news about optimism is that it is a learnable quality. You too can learn to be a more confident and optimistic person and have a more positive attitude by thinking the way optimists do. I need to learn a little bit of that because I'm not so optimistic about some things, and that's a downfall for me, and I know it. And I know that I've kind of changed because I've had that optimistic attitude, and in my life certain things have changed and I'm not as optimistic about certain things. But I certainly do have an open mind, and I need to continue to utilize it. By the law of cause and effect, and that's what we speak about in Buddhist principles, cause and effect. If you do and say what other healthy, happy people do and say, you will soon feel the same way, get the same results, and enjoy the same positive attitude and experiences that they do. Happy people find good in the world. I'm iffy on this, but I'm so on this. I believe you can find good in the world. There's so much that's going on in this world today that doesn't seem so good, but I know that there are good things that do happen in this world. So let's see what this is all about. So happy people find good in the world. Optimists seem to have different ways of dealing with the world that set them apart from the average. First, they keep their minds on what they want and keep looking for ways to get it. They are clear about goals and they are confident that they will accomplish them sooner or later. Secondly, optimists look for the good in every problem or difficulty. When things go wrong, as they often do, they say, "That's good," and then set about finding something positive about the situation. What we know is that if you are looking for something good or beneficial in a person or situation, you will always find it. And while you are looking, you will be more positive and a cheerful person. So I know for me, that's a work in progress because, baby, all the things that go on in this world globally, I don't know if I can say I can find the good in somebody when they're killing somebody. I don't know about that, and I'm scratching my head while I'm saying it. But I'm gonna have to tap into this. I'm just gonna have to tap. I'm gonna have to see what's going on with that. So let me share this quote with you guys. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. Let me read that one again. The pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees the opportunity in every difficulty. That was by Winston Churchill. The power of positive thinking. Optimists seek the valuable lesson in every setback or reversal. Rather than getting upset and blaming someone else for what has happened, they take control over their emotions by saying, "What can I learn from this experience?" That's a deja vu because I think I've had that. I've talked about that, discussed that before. Resolve today to learn how to develop positive thinking and a positive attitude toward yourself, the people around you, and your life. How do you train your mind to think positive? Training your mind to think positive can be achieved by leveraging a simple concept. Your mind has enough bandwidth to only focus on one thought at a time. All you have to do is keep it focused on uplifting thoughts until you form the same types of neural pathways that are created when you establish a new habit. When a negative event occurs, remember that it's your response that truly determines the outcome. Always look for the positive response or optimistic lesson when such events take place. Okay, so speaking of that, there was this small situation. I was in the Chamblee area, of course, with my bestie that we all know who that is, Uno. And so we're minding our own business, looking at the redevelopment in the Chamblee area, which is very nice. And so this man just comes out of nowhere on his bike. Kind of made me a little suspect because there was nobody behind us while we were walking. And all of a sudden, he just came out of nowhere on his bike. Of course, he said, "Excuse me." That was the kicker. He said, "Excuse me," on his bike, came past. Then shortly after that, he slowed down, almost stopped to ask us for money. Meanwhile, we're engaging in conversation, me and Uno, and he just comes out of nowhere begging, completely looking healthy enough to work. He was a scammer. I know a scammer. Then he was asking for money. Now, at first, I didn't say anything. I just kind of turned my head and looked at Uno like, who the hell is this person? He wound up triggering me, people, and I'm honest with myself. So you know how I am, my honest, authentic self. You know what I'm saying? I can only speak truth to you guys. So yeah, I went off on him. Like, because why are you begging women for some money? And then had the audacity to be like, so pretty much, are you gonna give it to me or not? And I said, can you just please get yourself a job? Like, I really went off. Like, I was really triggered. And I'm going to tell, if you don't know by now, I do live and I am in recovery of my mental health. So most of the time, I think I have it under control, right? But not this time. He had me all the way and I was going off on him. And so I guess I'm saying that to say that I probably could have took it in a different way. But I didn't. I held on to it until I was ready to let it go. In the long run, I mean, he didn't, there was no physical contact, but he knew to leave us alone because neither one of us was playing. I probably would have chased him down, knowing me with my little sassy, feisty self. And my bestie in heart, she would have had my back, and that would have been that. But we didn't go there. Okay, so I guess we both did think smart about it. But I guess this is kind of my little example I'm sharing with you guys to say I could have kind of took it in a different, kind of looked at it in a different outcome. But I'm being real with y'all. So I have to kind of learn how to do a little bit better. But that's definitely, that's something I really got to work on. But anywho. So again, when a negative event occurs, remember that it's your response, because it was my choice to either just not say nothing and let him keep running his mouth. But I chose not to. That was a choice. Okay, so remember that it's your response that truly determines the outcome. Always look for the positive response or optimistic lesson when such events take place. Positive affirmations are positive phrases that can be repeated over and over to teach you how to get rid of negative thoughts and encourage a positive attitude. There's also inspirational quotes and messages that are very useful when trying to induce positive thoughts. So you can YouTube that, guys. YouTube it, Google it, Google or YouTube for positive affirmations, as well as you can do the same for inspirational quotes. It's plenty out there. Find them, say them, repeat, do it every day to start your day off good. Decide to be happy. Resolve from now to see your glass of life as half full rather than half empty. Happy people give thanks for the many blessings in life rather than worrying or complaining about the things they do not have. And I think it's good if just in general, we as people don't complain so much, because we're easier. It's easy. It seems like it's easier to complain more versus being grateful and appreciative for the things that we do have, even if it's the smallest thing. So assume the best of intentions on the part of everyone around you. Most people are pretty decent, honest, and are trying to do the very best they know how to. When you look for something good in their words and actions, you will almost always find something. Finally, resolve to be cheerful no matter what happens. Looking on the bright side is most important when things go wrong. And I just kind of want to quickly reflect back to that brief statement I just said. Finally resolve to be cheerful no matter what happens. So I remember back when I was living in my other home, which is Philly. So I was just going through life struggles. Got to be honest. Was just going through some life challenges. And one of them, I'll put it out there because I have before. I was in my addiction, right? And so I found on my own, because I felt like there was more spiritually than being Baptist. And I don't knock Christianity, Baptist. I don't knock people's religion, because I was born from the womb being Baptist in my mother's belly. But I just thought as I got older that there was more that I could tap into as far as the spirituality, the path of life, right? So I Googled Buddhism and up pops the organization SGI. So I'm going there again, different things in my family had went on. I'm in an addiction and I'm going there and I'm boo-hooing and crying. And these people at the SGI Community Center were like, congratulations, happy for you. And I'm like, why in the hell are you so happy for me? And I'm high as hell. And I was honest about it. And I'm just going through some life experiences. And they're just like, your life is going to be good. Congratulations on the things. Congratulations, like it's going to get better for you. And at that time, in that situation, I didn't understand it. But as I started study, faith, and practice, of faith, practice, and study, I believe that's it. Faith, practice, and study. I began to understand it better, right? And then I found myself saying to other people, congratulations, your life, and they're looking at me like, girl, bye. But I understand it much better now. And again, my go-to is Buddhism, even though I am spiritual. And it's just amazing. I'm still on my journey. I'm still learning a lot of different things. Challenges, we can't escape them. We're going to go through different challenges, situations, difficulties. But again, it's all how we deal with them and how we can turn that difficulty into a better situation or have some kind of balance. So, your positive attitude and action. It is easy to be cheerful when everything is going according to plan. Yes, indeed. We be all happy and excited. Yes, everything is going right. But It is when you encounter unexpected setbacks and difficulties that you demonstrate to yourself and the world around you what kind of attitude you really have. It's almost like we have mood swings. When we're up and everything is going great, we're so excited, positive attitudes. Yes, I say, thank you, God. Yes. We do it all day. Don't let a setback come. There go that mood change. We have did a 365 complete change. We are so negative, and I'm not saying that I don't get it, because I've done it and still do it. But we change. We do. We change. Our attitudes just go, whoo. Make sure that it is a positive one. If you ever need an extra boost of motivation, you can check out, it says an inspirational quote here. But you don't have to rely on this. If you need a boost of motivation, YouTube and Google, they are your best friends. Type in the search box, inspirational quotes. How positive thinking can help you. So developing a positive attitude can help you in more ways than you might realize. When you think positive thoughts, you don't allow your mind, conscious or subconscious, to entertain any negative thoughts or doubts. After you learn how to think positive, and this is with practice, you will notice amazing changes all around you. Your brain will actually begin to operate in a state of free flowing, feel good hormones called endorphins, which will make you feel lighter and happier. You'll also notice a major boost in confidence and will feel more capable of taking on new assignments and challenges that might have previously been outside your comfort zone. By reducing your self-limiting beliefs, you will effectively release your brakes and experience growth like you never imagined. Essentially, you can change your entire life simply by harnessing the power of positive thinking. So, I hope that this has inspired you to see the good in others and help you to improve your life. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. It truly has been another eye opener for me, as I have some things that I need to continue to work on for self, because I cannot help anybody else if I'm not helping myself. And that's why I always say to you guys in closing, make sure that you do self-care for yourself. Take care of things for yourself first, instead of, always focusing on other people. There's nothing wrong with being supportive to other people, but if your shit is not together, you can't do anything for anybody else. I'm trying to tell you that's real. So focus on yourself. It's okay to be a little selfish. It's okay to say no, and you don't have to explain it like that. Be accountable, love on yourself, take yourself out. It's okay to take yourself out. Or if you want to hang out with the girls, or you want to hang out with the fellas, or you want to hang out with your children if you have some, or your best friend or partners, whoever, mate, whomever. Just make sure that you're in good, positive space with someone else, because it's nothing like when you're all up and you're around someone who is just down. That's just bringing down your energy as well. And then you're going to find yourself being just like them. So self-care and know yourself, know thyself, and know your self-worth. Hold your head up, be confident. Pretty much is do whatever you need to do to find that balance and make it good for yourself. Start with you always. Start with you. It starts internally and then it works its way out. That's how I always see it. Go to your spirituality. I don't know what it is. It could be nature-based, whatever it is. And if it's doing good for you, then keep it up. If it is not doing good for you, then you might want to make a change. Really, you might want to make a change in your life. So with that being said, again, I appreciate all of you guys. This time for real, guys. Really have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Have a better tomorrow. And I welcome all of you also. The Chit Chat Chew Show podcast, which is every Monday from 7 to 9 p.m. with myself. I'm one of the co-hosts, and the other co-host is Uno. Please join us tomorrow from 7 to 9 p.m. We're going to have another great topic, as we always have great topics. We have good discussions. We appreciate the people who give us feedback. Join our Facebook page, Chit Chat Chew Show, LLC. Join that page or like that page. That's where we have our podcast. Also check out our group page, which is Chit Chat Chew Show Podcast. With that being said, much gratitude. Ashe.